What's up, Harry Hippo?
Hey everybody, Harry Hippo here. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? So I got asked a few times to make a couple of videos on stuff I make and bits and bats like that. So I've decided, especially since I had a special request from a friend of mine called Sam. She asked me to show her how to cook a curry, my style, completely healthy, bloody delicious, if I do say so myself. So I have done it. So I do apologize about the audio quality in this room at the moment. I'm obviously on my phone where I'll be recording the process of making the curry. It's a chicken curry. It's a bit spicy. It's just to give you guys a rough idea on what to do and how to do it and stuff like that. I mean, you can make it your own as best as you can. It's just like a blueprint. It's a schematic on how to make a chicken curry hippo style. So until then, enjoy. Here's the ingredients we're going to need. 4 carrots, 2 red chilies, 1 large onion, a dozen or so closed cap mushrooms, 2 bell peppers, 1 courgette, 3 to 4 sticks of celery, 1 tin of chopped tomatoes. I like Italian style as for some reason I feel like it's more exotic. Just don't ask me why. We're also going to need hot chili powder, medium curry powder, table salt, chopped garlic, chopped red chilies. Side note, I like the very lazy range because I'm very lazy. It helps a lot. Some Fry Light 1 calorie spray, and 1 chicken stock cube. Finally, we'll need a sexy chicken, whether it's a whole cooked chicken, which I prefer, or chicken breasts. It's entirely up to you, but I find that the whole chicken's light and darker meats are a lot juicier and they suck in a lot of flavour too, compared to just breasts. I'm saying breasts one more time. Breasts. Okay, moving on. Start up by prepping your area. You're going to need a decent knife, a chopping board, and a big enough tub to fit it all in. By the way, watch out for the carrots that are shaped like the end of a man's body part. I was going to pixelate it, but at the end of the day, it's a carrot. Now for me, I like cutting up my mushrooms into quarters, or in that kind of shape. You can just slice these down, but I like the bulky, chunky style of mushrooms in the curry. It's almost reminiscent of a Chinese style curry. It also adds texture and depth to your curry itself. Next, chop the ends off the courgette, slice it down the middle, and then do it again. Then slice it into semi-thick chunks, about 5mm-ish. This is ballparking, by the way. This gives it a nice crunch and also allows enough of a surface for the courgette to soak up the flavours in the juice coming up later. With the celery, same again. Cut off the ends and then slice it down the middle and chop into little chunks as shown. With this size, the flavour of the celery doesn't overpower the rest of the food and it also retains its crunchy solidity. Oh, I like that. Crunchy solidity. That sounds good. Crunchy solidity. With the bell peppers, you need to take off the central seed hub. Yeah, that's what I'm calling it, a central seed hub. Don't judge me. You don't have to do this, but I quite like the smaller bits of seed. This bit is entirely optional though. It's entirely up to you. Then what you need to do is chop up the peppers into semi-long pieces, about 2cm-ish, but again this is ballparking. When it comes to carrots, I like to peel them. I know you can wash them and all that, but I'm a stickler when it comes to carrots, so I always feel the need to strip them bare, then I can cut them up into the pieces shown. Oh, damn it. I just realised I sound like I'm in the film Hostel or something. I'm going to strip the skin off. Oh god. There's no saving me, I promise you. There's no saving. But it's entirely up to you. If you want to wash it, then wash it. If you want to peel it, then peel it. It's up to you. But I like to peel these. I like to peel. Alrighty, the onion of doom. Yeah, I said doom. Doom. We're going to cry a little here. So we can call this the emotional part of the cooking process or the video in general. So you need to peel it up and then chop it in half. Then cut it in half again and then slice accordingly. Nice thin bits is good. By the way, I'm still kind of crying now. It's blooming onions of doom. They just make you cry and I don't like it. I don't like it when you cry. It's just not pretty. Ah. Onions. The chilies are straightforward. Cut off the top, slice down the middle, and then cut into smaller pieces so they slip into the mixture and occasionally give you that woo doggy moment when you take a mouthful of curry. I mean, you don't have to do that again. The chilies are an optional thing, but I quite like it. I quite like it. It's yummy. It's yummy. It's very nice. It's tasty. So if you've decided to go down the whole pre-cooked chicken route, then kudos to you, my friend. I'm proud, because this becomes a heck of a messy situation. As you can see on this video, I'm currently taking off the skin. The skin is the worst bit. As much as the tastiest bit, it's not good for you. So take that right off. Then simply dismantle the chicken as best as you can and salvage as much light and dark meat as you can. But remember, no skin. Skin bad. Bad skin. Naughty skin. Don't eat the skin. No. No skin. Skin. Once the dismantling is done, you should have a nice little tub filled like this. It's time to get yourself a nice big frying pan, whack up the heat to max, and spray some of that lovely 1-calorie oil all over it. I tried to make that sound really sensual, it failed dismally. Just spray on it. When the pan is hot, start pouring in the veg. Now, it'll look a bit daunting because there's so much of the stuff in the pan, but don't worry, it's okay. Get some more of that 1-calorie spray and squirt it all over the stuff, and give it a bit of a mix up. You gotta keep mildly stirring this in so that the veg doesn't burn at the start of it, but it's okay, it gets better soon, it's alright. Get some lovely salt and sprinkle it on the veg too. This will help force the juices out of the veg and also somehow help the veg absorb the flavours as well. I don't know how it works, but it does. I tried it without salt once and it just wasn't as good. Gotta have a bit of salt in it. Just saying, gotta have a bit of salt. While you're giving the veg a bit of a stir, you'll notice that it will start to release juice to the bottom of the pan, and then veg itself will start to decrease in size. This is great. This is great. You're doing brilliantly. I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you. You're doing brilliantly. Amazing. Amazing. While it's starting to stew a little, go grab yourself a kettle, fill it up and switch it on. When it's boiled, get that chicken stock cube and unwrap it, preferably with 2 hands and not one like I had to do. Chuck it into a measuring jug and then pour the hot water in. We're going to need about 300 mils of hot chicken stock juice is what we need. About 300 mils, as close as you can to it. That'd be great. Back to the pan we go. Give it a little stir again and then make a hole in the center of the mix. And then put in the chicken. Tasty. Grab yourself some lazy garlic. Now it's up to you, but I really like garlic, so I use about 1/3 of the jar, but it's entirely up to you. To be fair, I used all the remaining of this jar that you see right now. Oops. Then get the lazy chili. I like around half of this, and then some of the excess fluid inside, but this determines its spice for you. I suggest if you're new to spice, try a couple of level teaspoons worth, but if you're adventurous, like I am, do what I did. Give it a stir in, so it's all kind of like gets covered in the garlic and the chili, folding the chicken in amongst the veg as well, so it all amalgamates together. It's beautiful. Grab that medium curry powder. I tend to use about 1/4 to 1/3 of the pot. I really love this flavour. It's incredible. It's powerful as hell and it absorbs the juice nicely and it sticks to the meat amazingly. I don't know how it does it, it's magic. It is magic. Then when you've done that, get some hot chili powder and do some light sprinkling. Just give the tub a little tap every so often as you go around the pot. That's the best way to do it in my opinion. Just gives it that extra oomph and kick. But again, this bit is optional. This just gives it a bit more woo moments in it. Stir it all in until it looks evenly covered in this lovely powdery yumminess of doom. Time to pour in that chicken stock. Just flood it up and then stir it all in together. It's going to be a delicious bubbly mess at this stage. Lastly, it's time to put in the chopped tomatoes. Just pour it around the outside and then plonk the last bit of it in the middle so that's easy to stir in. Once you've stirred it all in, it's going to be really, really beautiful. It's going to be smelling amazing. It's great. When it gets into a really raunchy, bubbly state, bring it down to about half heat and then keep cooking it for another 6 or 7 minutes, occasionally stirring it at the time. Just keep stirring it in so it doesn't burn and congeal. But you're going to try and reduce down the water a little bit that's in there, but not too much because again it's a curry. That's what we're aiming for here. And at the end of it, it leaves you with this delicious Hippo style chicken curry. It's tasty on a bed of long grain rice, but whatever really tickles your fancy, to be honest. It's just a lovely flavoursome curry. Let me know how you do by commenting below if you do try this out. If you want more videos like this, be sure to tickle that like button, subscribe to the channel and let me know down below. Until then, Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.